On October 25th, 2025, sheriff's deputies were dispatched to an airport in the Dallas area after receiving a tip about an individual carrying a green leafy substance with an odor consistent with marijuana. The subject identified himself as an NBA player for the Dallas Mavericks. This arrest raises significant legal questions about field drug test reliability, Miranda obligations, and constructive possession of contraband found in someone else's packed luggage.
What's going on, bro? Good, man. So, what's going on? So, your bag? What happened?
I have about weed.
Was it on purpose? Or?
I mean, my manager packed my bag and shit for me. So, you know that I be taking shit with me on the road and all that stuff.
Manager's packed?
Yeah. I play in the NBA. I play for the Dallas Mavericks. We had a game last night. We slept the all night. Hurried up and packed my bag. And
okay.
Stood up in there.
All right, cool, man. No problem. You ever drive about something?
I got my passport. I actually just lost my wallet.
Okay. You passport? Huh? Passport. Passport. Yeah. You got his ID and shit? You got a driver license? You have a driver license for you?
Nah, I lost my wallet.
Oh, you lost your wallet?
I only got my passport. I didn't ride with my passport.
All right, David Burke. Okay. So he said that he didn't pack his bag. He says, huh? It's his bag, man. Yeah, it's his bag. But so he plays for the Mavericks. Okay. He says that his manager packed his bag. Manager ain't here though. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I nothing here, but his manager ain't here. Yeah. I know what you do about that. Okay. All right, I'm just going. All right, man. I'm just gonna get some more information from you out there.
It was just like niggas just packed my bag real quick. Long night after a game. You know,
I hear you, man. I hear you. What is?
Okay.
Nah, you good, man. What's your contact number, please? So about how much weed is in there?
I didn't pack it, bro. I don't know. Hopefully it's not the whole
thing.
thing
Anymore? Are you good?
Make sure I got one.
Okay.
He be using it, so I don't think it's a lot in there.
Huh?
I don't think it's a lot in there.
You don't think it's a lot?
Yeah.
All right, man. So there might be some type of TSA fine and stuff like that. You know, I'm not really with that, you know. But as far as RN stuff, I'll let you know about that. So you flying back to Cali?
Yeah. My high school teammate lost his battle with cancer.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I'm gonna head back there for service. We play Sunday and Monday. So I'm gonna miss Sunday game. Hopefully I'll be there Monday.
Man.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Long test. Huh? So it's a long test. Yeah, man.
Nah, it might be something wrong with my deal. She's gonna give me another one. They dry out sometime and stuff, so I think this one probably had dried out.
The subject claimed his manager packed his bag, the foundation of a constructive possession defense. Under Texas law, a conviction requires proof of both knowledge and control over the contraband. Mere proximity to the substance is not enough. That single statement, made early in the encounter, may prove to be his most important legal move of the entire interaction. The field test kit displayed a blue color while reading negative. The arresting officer himself noted the kit may have run dry. This is a critical legal vulnerability. A test kit questioned by the very officer who used it becomes powerful ammunition for the defense at trial and may be grounds to challenge the probable cause that justified the arrest. At the moment of arrest, Miranda warnings were required before any further questioning. The available transcript contains no evidence that those warnings were given. If the subject's statement about his manager packing the bag was made after the arrest, a decision was reached without a Miranda advisement, that statement may be suppressed and kept from the jury entirely.
Didn't have enough liquid in there. Yeah, it's getting a color, getting a blue color, but it's when you read it, it's saying negative, but it's getting a blue color. So I don't think there's enough liquid in that bottle.
Definitely smells like it.
Oh yeah. Well, let him know that your results turned back positive, and he's gonna be taken in custody for possession of marijuana.
All right, so man, here's the deal, okay? So the results came back, right? The test, right? They came back positive, right? So this time, right? So we got to take you into custody now. Okay.
Positive what?
For marijuana.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I just need you to remove your backpack. Put that down. You do that.
I can't take somebody real quick.
Not right now. Not right now. All right. So I just need you to turn around, man. You relax your arms.
This yours? This was your bag? Is everything in there?
Yeah, everything's
Everything
good.
back in there?
Cleared.
Okay.
Wants to help you take that out to the car.
Okay.
You got it?
I mean, he can.
Yes,
Yeah.
he can help you.
What's the process now?
Huh?
What's the process now?
Process now is, man, you're just going to be going to jail at the airport. Okay, and then after that, as far as you getting released and stuff like that, that whole process, the jail knows more in depth of.
Can I tell my agent and lawyer? Because they was really on his way here.
You'll be able to call him.
I can't tell him right now though. Because he was on his way here right now.
Okay. All right. So we didn't know where to go though.
I mean, if I
Did
tell
you
him to
tell
go
him?
to the, I told him to come to Terminal C here, but I didn't tell him nothing after that.
All right. So I mean, not right now. So we gotta do something. All right. So then after that, we're gonna be able to do. All right, boss. Man. All right. Cool. I appreciate you. All right. So listen. As soon as you turn around real quick, it's gonna search you real fast. What you got on? This is your phone. I just want to put that. I just want to put that back.
703, please show me on a upper level control first field.
Don't let me go outside the car. I give you. I'm gonna search you right in front of the car. Okay. So usually what happens is, man, so you get to the jail, and like depending on when you can, so there's a room in the jail, right? And inside that room, you'll be able to speak to the judge. So you can like in that room, right? And after then we'll be able to go from there. But that process, like I said, is going to be more for them. So you'll be going through jail, stuff in the jailers, and that's how you know about it, man. Okay. Alrighty, man. I'm just gonna walk out over there.
Well, walk in front of people?
Huh?
Yeah, walk in front of people.
Nah. No, it's just in my car, man. It's parked right outside. Alrighty, man. We're just gonna go right to the front of my car, right over here on the grill. All right. Alrighty, man. You could just start your feet for me. Huh? Sorry, that was my fault. I'm gonna walk over to the back of my car right here. Just have a seat. Yeah, I'm still a little tired.
Rather than walking the subject through a crowded public terminal, deputies took him directly to a patrol car outside. That was the right call. Minimizing public exposure during an arrest is not legally required, but it reflects genuine professionalism and de-escalation awareness that distinguishes good policing from merely lawful policing. 3 things should have been done differently. First, Miranda warnings should have been read at the moment of arrest, no exceptions. Second, the compromised test kit should have been documented in the incident report and preserved for independent analysis. Third, the subject should have invoked his right to counsel explicitly and formally, rather than casually asking whether he could call his representative. The subject was charged with possession of less than 2 ounces of marijuana, a Class B misdemeanor under Texas Health and Safety Code Section 481.121, carrying up to 180 days in jail and a $2,000 fine. First-time offenders with legal representation typically resolve these charges through deferred adjudication, resulting in dismissal upon completion of the program's conditions. Lesson 1 for the public. If you did not personally pack your bag, check it before you reach the airport. Once contraband is discovered in your luggage, claiming ignorance becomes an uphill legal battle, even if it is the truth. The burden of proving constructive possession falls on the prosecution, but the burden of convincing a jury falls on you. Lesson 2 for the public. When placed under arrest, state clearly, I am invoking my right to remain silent and my right to an attorney. Do not ask. Do not hint. Declare it directly. The subject in this footage handled himself well but a cleaner. Earlier invocation of counsel would have closed every remaining legal vulnerability on his side. Lesson 3 for law enforcement. Miranda is not optional paperwork. It is a constitutional obligation that attaches the moment a custodial arrest is made. Skipping it does not save time, it hands the defense a suppression argument that can unravel an otherwise solid case. Lesson 4 for law enforcement. When a field test kit behaves abnormally, document it immediately and preserve the kit for independent testing. A single line in the incident report noting the anomaly can protect the integrity of the entire prosecution. Silence on that point does the opposite. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to cover in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for more police interaction and courtroom content.